MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball. Jeremy Hellickson is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Nationals. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, one of the things this guy does really well, neutralize the left-handed hitters. On the season, lefties are hitting under 250 against this guy, so whatever he's doing against lefties, it certainly works.
Hey guys, loud contact right out of the gate. I like where this is headed. Let's hope that this is the start of just a monster offensive output by both sides.
First delivery to him on the way. Liner in there for a base hit.
Hey, there's another base knock right there. Hitting streak now up to 8 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Well, 8 games. Nah, man, we're starting to think about it a little bit. You know, you get past that week, you just know you're locked in. They start talking 8 games, now you're like, all right, I got a nice little hitting streak going.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Try to check it, and it's 0-1. So, guys, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come in looking to turn things around as they've dropped 2 straight.
Yeah, Matty, these.
Hang on. This is hit deep into right center. This looks to have enough, and it does. A home run.
Wow, talk about a guy getting hot, right? Hits a bomb, hit one yesterday. Usually when he gets hot, he starts to hit them in bunches, and this could be the beginning of a very, very good hot streak.
There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. Baez will head for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
You know, D-Roll, I'm not sure if you're one of those superstitious guys, but a 13-game hitting streak seems like a pretty good number for this guy.
Yeah, that's the old baker's dozen right there. We're almost looking at 2 weeks of just sleeping like a baby. I can't be. You're going to hear me reiterate this throughout this streak. I can't tell you, when you're swinging the bat like this, your food tastes better, your wife gets prettier, everything is just working.
And the throw from right will not be in time as he takes third on the flyout. With that, a look at the Cubbies' starting lineup. Who are you focused on, Dan Plesac?
Well, Matt, I can't wait to see if Kyle Schwarber can keep it going. He's averaging over an RBI game over his last 10, and I'll tell you what, that's being a total difference maker. It seems like every time he has a runner on base, he's relaxed. He understands what he's trying to do, and he's driving most of them in.
Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Boy, this one looked like it was headed for extra bases off the bat. Instead, a line drive bullet caught in the alley, but he does end up getting a sacrifice fly.
Here's Jason Hayward now. As he lines it out to center, Eaton is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. But Cole Hamels gets the starting nod for the Cubs in this one. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Boy, talk about a guy that's hard to score off of. Last 3 starts, an ERA of under 1. So if you think you're going to score a lot of runs off this guy, you better get him early, because once he settles in, he's awfully tough. And Matty V, this is one of the top pitchers in the sport right now.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. And he popped him up, but this will land untouched. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2. Got him. And a look now at the hometown Nationals starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, you have to be excited to watch Brian Dozier play. He's coming off a nice month where he had 8 home runs. That's like 2 every week. If you could throw out 2 every week, you're going to have big numbers at the end of the year, and that's what he did last month. It showed me a lot about who he is and the power he has.
This one's down to third. Bryant is up with it. Throw on to first, and Hamels has retired the first two in the inning.
Batting third, the third baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
So striding forward for his first opportunity, Anthony Rendon, as he's been in a pretty good stretch over the last 10 or so ball games. No balls and one strike.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Hamels into the windup. Here's the 0-2. Ball one taken just off the inside.
So the intent of that 0-2 cutter right there isn't necessarily to get a
swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. At the plate, Addison Russell. He'll get us started in the top of the second.
The second baseman.
First delivery
Addison
to him on the way.
Russell.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Russell behind 0-2.
Well, we know what this guy's approach is. He's looking to go absolutely deep right here. I don't see him getting anything over the heart of the plate.
Line drive to center field.
Well, Matt, as we take a look at his line here, he might not know all the specifics, but he knows he hasn't been pitching all that well in this one. Sometimes it happens. You start a game and never completely get into that rhythm. Seems to be the case here.
Oh, and he misses it.
Now batting.
Stepping into the box, Kyle Schwarber. He singled to start the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run.
Hey, second time around, let's see if this guy goes up and looks for the fastball. He got a fastball at his first at bat and didn't miss it.
And they're not going to get him. He's in there at the plate.
Now batting.
Now the National skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And that's going to do it now for the starter, Jeremy Hellickson.
Number 41.
So as he leaves, I would imagine these fans would not be much pleased with his performance here this evening, as he certainly was not sharp. On to first, and how about that? He comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play ball with one pitch.
The first baseman.
Standing in, Anthony Rizzo. He went deep in his first at-bat. We'll see what he's got in store for us here.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone.
When that pitch was grooved right down Main Street, he couldn't believe it. He started salivating when he saw it, but stayed back enough to put a great swing on it.
Here's Javier Baez, high in the air down the right field line. But this is just going to wind up being a foul ball. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. The windup and the 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to execute and get this swing and a miss, he's going to have to get that ball a little bit.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Juan Soto to the plate now. He did his part yesterday afternoon as he cashed in with 3 hits in the losing effort.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
So he froze him for the strikeout. Juan Soto is sent
Batting
packing to
fifth,
begin the bottom of the
first
inning.
baseman.
Okay, here's how the Cubbies are lining up defensively. And this team, they're not going to be moving around as much as some of the new age teams. The shifting and moving the third baseman over second base and the right fielder to play third base. This is going to be your stationary team, trusting pitchers to execute pitches.
Count is 1-2 now. Oh, and this is swung on and missed. 4 strikeouts already, and that's out number 2.
Wow, his stuff looks electric coming out of the gates in this
Batting
one, guys.
fifth.
That's 5
The
batters
second
faced,
baseman.
4 strikeouts.
Ryan.
That's going to be a tough pace to keep up, but it looks like he has what it takes to work deep into this game.
Moving under it, Schwarber. And that ends the inning. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Thanks, Matt. Between innings, I was able to discuss the current state of the Cubs lineup with manager Joe Maddon. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the third inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Hit in the air down the right field line, but this is going to wind up a foul ball. Contreras, a Venezuelan-born ball player, is looking like a near lock at this point to make the All-Star game this year. He's currently the leading vote getter in the league at catcher.
Hey, hats off to this guy right now. It wouldn't have been my first guess if I was thinking about who was leading at this position. But you know what? He's played very well this year, and the fans certainly have taken notice.
First pitch on its way. Hit in the air to left field. Soto on the move. And a great diving effort there, but it'll just tip off his glove, and it's a base hit. Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Well, unfortunately,
batting,
being close
right fielder,
isn't quite good enough
Jason
most of the time.
Hayward.
Love the effort in the outfield, and he was close to making that play, but instead it's a double. That's a risky play, though. Could have been a lot worse than a double.
Standing in now, Jason Hayward, as he'll go after a hard sinker that time and falls behind 0-1. Hit it hard but lined out in his first at bat. Line drive to center field. That's in there. Base hit. Almora is on his way home. He comes across to score as they push their lead to 8 now.
Yeah, they've already pushed 8 runs across, and it's still early. I'm not sure what the answer is. At this point, you might just consider leaving the pitcher out there. You don't want to waste your bullpen in a game like this. Then again, it's early, so you don't want to throw in the towel either.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Good deception on the slider there as he's way out in front. Hayward stands at first with 1 out. Now a ball grounded to short. This could be 2. Dozier relay to Zimmerman, the double play to end the inning. In now for Washington, Kurt Suzuki, 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
Not much going on offensively so far for these guys. 6 up, 6 down. We'll see if the bottom part of the lineup can get something going.
Well, the home crowd seems a little restless, so I'm sure they'd appreciate it. A ball and a strike to count to Suzuki. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2. And this is swung on and missed. 5 quick strikeouts now, and that's your first out of the inning. 1 away now in the Washington third, and that means batting next will be the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Strike 2. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball.
Not sure if that was a great take or if he got locked up on a 2-seamer running away, but either way, it worked out well for him. That's a well-thrown pitch, though.
And he struck him out as well. So the bottom of the order providing little resistance here, and there are 2 away. Now at the plate, Joe Ross. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1, 2, 3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
Fouled off. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the. Stepping into the box, Cole Hamels. He reached on a single in his first try.
Yeah, he showed like a little prowess with the bat right there, Dan.
And he turns on one, sending it high and deep to right. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. His first home run of the season as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. So that was the 3rd home run for these guys today.
D-Rose, some days the fellows walk in with their hitting shoes on, and this looks like one of those games.
Yeah, well, there's a saying going around the dugout right now. There's a fight at the bat rack. Everybody wants a chance to get into that batter's box.
2 hits and 2 trips for him thus far. Into the windup, here comes the 0-1. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. 2 quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Line toward the gap in left center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
You think he's not setting the tone for this series right there? 3rd knock of the night, and we're only in game 1. This could be huge.
Here's Chris Bryant now. A hit and 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame.
This guy has been unbelievable. There were billboards outside Wrigley while he was still in AAA, and what is he doing? He shows up, Rookie of the Year, MVP. I mean, get in line.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Here it comes on 0-2. Another one sent foul. The next 0-2. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. Taylor moves to his right and puts this one away in the alley for out number 1. Anthony Rizzo stands in now. 1 in, 1 out, and 1 on here in the inning.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in 1 game. His last at bat, his 2nd home run.
There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field, into the second deck, and gone.
Wow, you have a great night in hockey. You score 3 goals, and that's a hat trick. But how about hitting 3 home runs in 1 night? That's the baseball equivalent of a hat trick, and that's awfully hard to do.
Stepping in now, Javier Baez. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. Another multi-hit game for him here tonight. No surprise there as we take a look at the league leaders in hitting. And as you can see there, he's off to a flying start. The NL's leader in that department here in the month of May. Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Runner, 0-1, here's the pitch. Liner toward right center. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. The throw into second, but now a throw from the outfield will get him. How slow can you be?
The center fielder, number
Ready
5.
for another shot now. Albert Almora. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here.
Yeah, it's been an offensive explosion for him today. There's a fight at the bat rack.
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. The speedy Trey Turner digs in now. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count.
The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And another foul ball.
Keep battling, young man. 3 foul balls in a row. He is calibrating that heater and the off speed. Let's see if he can catch something on the barrel.
1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Still a ball and 2 strikes. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Don't be shocked if he doesn't go right back to that same pitch. You could tell he jelly-legged him at the plate a little bit. Froze him, but just missed the zone.
And he can only battle for so long as he's finally set down here after an 8-pitch at-bat. First offering on its way. Fouled away.
Eaton.
1 out, nobody on. Lazy fly ball out to center field. Baez into shallow center. He makes the running play. 2 down.
Now batting, third baseman.
Hamels has his sign. First pitch on the way.
Go.
And that's in there for strike 1. Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
The discipline has just been completely absent from this offense. Seems like they're always finding themselves behind the count, and a big reason why is they're swinging at all kinds of stuff that's not even in the strike zone.
Popped him up. Contreras is there. And that's the 3rd out. So in now for Chicago, Jason Hayward. A hit and 2 tries for him so far.
Hayward.
Lifted the other way down the left field line. And no one will track it down. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning instead of foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Coming in on it is Eaton. He gets there and makes the play for the first out.
Now batting.
Here's Addison Russell. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Russell.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Line to short, but gobbled up there, and there are 2 away.
The pitcher
At the plate, Cole Hamels. He's off to a fast start in this one. 2 for 2, including a home run. Two out, nobody on. Line towards center field. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out. And the 2-out success will bring Kyle Schwarber to the plate this inning.
Now he came to play today. Not just only on the bump right there. He's thrown the ball well, but on the offensive side of the ball, he's able to contribute and help this offense put itself in position to score some more runs.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Trying to keep it going. A perfect 3 for 3 thus far. Here's the 0-1 from Ross. Swing and a liner. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And back in our nation's capital, before we get too much further on the field, let's check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. I talked with Nationals manager Dave Martinez between innings, specifically about his club's offense to this point. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They haven't had a single guy on base yet, so it's starting to feel a little desperate down here. But he said they've unfortunately just been faced with some really great pitching today. The key going forward is to find any way they can to get him out of his rhythm on the mound. Now, that may be a tall task, but they feel the little adjustments could lead to things turning around for them.
Thank you, Heidi. So it was a swinging strike 3. Juan Soto is dealt with for the first out in the bottom of the inning. Ryan Zimmerman is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. A swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And he looks at a ball, 1-2. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll step on first for the out. 3 unassisted.
The batter, number 9.
First offering on its way.
Ryan
And he fouls this one off. A 1 pitch on its way. And it's fouled away. Hamels peers in. Here it is on 0-2. That just misses off the inside for ball 1. Fouled off. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the Nationals. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame. In now, Chris Bryant. He'll match up now with Joe Ross to lead off the inning. First pitch coming. Here it is. Line drive snagged on a short hop. Oh, way to get dirty. Got him. And that's a huge play to keep the leadoff man off base. Anthony Rizzo will stride in again as he looks to join a very elite list. We take you back to earlier. This was home run number 3 in the ball game as they'll try and join just a select few with 4 home runs in a single game. And that is off the wall in right field. And he'll pull into second with his 4th hit of the ball game.
The batter, number 9.
Well, he's certainly not shy, is he? He goes up there looking to be aggressive and takes a big rip right here. Squares it up and lines it for a double that goes all the way to the wall. Great work out of him.
In now, Javier Baez. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. Grounded back up the middle. And there's out number 2.
The catcher, number 40.
So striding in, Wilson Contreras, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. From the stretch. Takes this the other way to right. And that finds the outfield grass for a base hit. And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score.
Yeah, Dan, he's got to feel pretty good about that. Not only did he have a great AB, first pitch hacking, but he smoked that ball to mix in a ribby knock.
Boy, he did. He must have had a pretty good plan of attack walking into that batter's box, that he had an idea of the pitch that he was going to get.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to. So digging in now, Kurt Suzuki. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
And he goes and chops this one out towards second. And he will whip this one over to first in time for the out.
Now batting, the right fielder.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Taylor.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. Howie Kendrick will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 47.
Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. That one catches the edge of the zone, called a strike. And he struck him out. So it might be time to begin the countdown as he's now gone through 6 innings with Matt Grace. Enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. So striding forward now, Jason Hayward. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Line towards center field. And he will make the catch while ranging backward as he just put the glove up and hauled it in for the first out.
Now batting, second base.
So stepping in, Addison Russell. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. He's set. Here it comes. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Soto has it in his sights. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
The pitcher,
now with the plate, Paul Hamels. He steps in off a base hit in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. Fouled away. A swing and a ground ball to third, but that'll get fouled. It's 0-2 now. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. The 0-2 once more. Swing and a line drive. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, talk about having a day, Debro. He gets his 4th knock of the
Now
game,
batting,
but mixed
the
in
left
with
fielder,
one of those 4 was a round tripper. Not a bad day.
Yeah, you have 5, maybe a handful of games that you can throw out 4 knocks throughout the course of the year. Add in a tater to go with it. He's smiling. His food's going to taste better tonight.
Into the box now, Kyle Schwarber. He swings and sends a bullet to right field, and that's in there. Base hit.
Hey, after back-to-back 2-out hits right now, this pitcher thought he was going to cruise through this inning, and now he's got traffic, and he's in jeopardy with a ball in the gap or a ball missed over the heart of the plate, of crooked number going on the board.
Standing in now, Chris Bryant takes this the other way to right. Boy, and call off the dogs already, as this is down for extra bases. And he's in safely at third, as also on the play a run comes across to score. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Anthony Rizzo. He hit a 2-bagger and later scored in his previous plate appearance.
Yeah, he did a great job to go down and get that one his last at bat. But I got to think they're going to pick.
And the second run will score as well. And he's able to get back in there at first safely.
They are putting in some work at the plate in this one, Matt. Another great AB, another hit, another nail in the coffin. That's a startling 15 runs in this one, and they're still going.
First offering on its way. There's a drive high in the air and deep to left center field. Gone! Coda Glover comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Number 30, Coda Glover.
Here's the young catcher, Wilson Contreras. But pulled in at the hot corner, and that ends the inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Hit down the line at first. And that's a base hit. So the perfect game bid ends in the 7th. They finally break through for their first hit of the ball game, so the no-hit bid will end right here.
Yeah, Matty V. And this is when you start thinking about that no-no. You get into the 7th inning, Dero. As a pitcher, you start looking ahead to what might happen.
And that donut stares at you from an offensive standpoint as well. This guy's had his A game. You can't deny the fact that he's pitched a heck of a game, but from an offensive standpoint, you never stop grinding to get a crooked number up on that board.
Fly ball right down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 0-1 on its way. Behind 0-2 now. Turner, base runner at first with 1 out. Count remains at 0-2. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. He's set, and the pitch. First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
I know it goes without saying, but the best pitch in baseball is getting ahead with a first pitch strike. That's why this guy's been able to stay in this game. pounding the zone.
And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now. Stepping in, Albert Almora. He flew out in his last at-bat.
The center fielder, number 5, Albert.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Popped him up. Dozier has a play. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So one gone here in the Chicago 8th, and that'll bring up the multi-gold glover Jason Hayward. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Line drive to left. Soto is there, and they go down in a hurry here as his side is quick. Here's Ryan Zimmerman now. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location, and the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
No balls and 1 strike. Good arm action on the circle change, swung on and missed. 0-2.
I think a big reason why he's been so effective in this one, that he's been just about getting ahead of every hitter. Seems like every one of them are 0-2, 1-2, and just about every at bat. And when that's the case, your chances of getting a good pitch to hit are way worse.
Kurt Suzuki is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Schwarber is there, and he'll make the catch to return. Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Sean Doolittle comes on to work now, and he's their usual closer, but this is obviously not a save opportunity.
Yeah, and this is all about just getting him some work, guys. He hasn't a chance to come in and close a game out for several days now, so they're just hoping they can keep him sharp and give him the chance to pitch in a real game situation here.
Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Stepping in now, Kyle Schwarber, as he lines it hard to the right side, but out of play. 4 hits already in this one, and looking for number 5 here.
Can't imagine he comes back with a 3rd breaking ball. That hitter looked like he timed that one up pretty well and just missed it, fouling it away.
On its way, the 0-2 pitch. On a swing, and he popped him up. Off to the left in foul territory. There to tuck it in is Rendon for the first out. On to first, a double play.
Now batting, 3rd baseman.
Digging in and looking for more, Chris Bryant, hoping to build off that RBI double from his last plate appearance.
Well, he got a good pitch to hit last time up. Looked for it up in the zone and didn't miss it. Those are the pitches you only get maybe once an AB, maybe once a game, maybe once a week. So he certainly capitalized on it last time.
2 out, nobody on. Now a swing and a deep drive to left. And gone. An absolute bomb. Chris Bryant leaves the yard with a solo shot. 12 home runs for him now thus far as the blowout continues.
Now batting, the first baseman, Anthony.
Into the box,
Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. And he fouls this one off. This one is smashed down the right field line. That's going to stay fair, and it's going to be back-to-back home runs. A solo home run here for Anthony Rizzo. His fourth in the ball game as this lead got even wider. Wander Suero enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. In now, Javier Baez, as he hits one on a line to left field. Soto is there, and he'll make the catch to retire the side. So 2 runs come across here. Stepping in, Michael Taylor starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Drilled right back up the middle, and that is by him on into center field. So good hitting on 0-2 nets him a leadoff single. Set to get his evening at the plate started, Yan Gomes. And it's been a real struggle for him with the bat so far this year, looking to get things turned around in a hurry. High and deep down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Try to change of pace with 2 strikes there, but it misses 1 and 2. Struck him out. Strikeout number 16 thus far, as he's had a whale of a ball game.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
Into the box now, Trey Turner. Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner, but this is foul near the seats. A 1-1 count to the Nationals leadoff batter. Popped up, and he'll put this one away in foul territory for the second out.
The center fielder.
In now is Adam Eaton. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Taylor is off of first with 2 away. Swing and a liner. And with that, I can finally say the 4 words I've had on my mind for what seems like an eternity. This ball game is over.